Good morning, my fellow yogic travelers. I'm mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. This is the second half of my presentation on the three wheels of life. It begins with the founder of Aikido, Yoshiba. We've got to evolve our psychic modalities. The world is sick, medicine, politics, big pharma, all those businesses, they're manic. And he says the art of peace is medicine for the sick world. There's evil, disorder in the world because people have forgotten that all things emanate from one source. Return to that source and leave behind all self-centered thoughts, petty desires, and anger. Those who are possessed by nothing possess everything. Well, first we have to confront our grandiosity, the Adlerian superiority-inferiority complex. I have an inferiority complex about my superiority complex. I know I'm better than you, but I really feel horrible about myself for letting you know. Yeah, behind every superiority complex is an inferiority complex, and behind every inferiority complex is a superiority complex. Whoa, deep insight from Alfred Adler. Check that out. So you grow through your own pathology. You got to look at the stuff that's the obstacles that mess you up, that block you, that throw you off the path, that enslave you, and find ecstasy in life itself. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. Everything is holy, says Rabbi Herschel. You understand that? How does that revivify what you do? Don't be fighting in the battle of life. Find the joy. Now, I love this. Therapy can be a therapy of eccentric ideas, not just things that supposedly fit you into a box so you can be normal. No, to adapt to insane societies, that's not normal. So I love this caption. Well, dear, if you must roam about the house dressed as a chicken, that's fine. But please close the drapes when you do. Some things you shouldn't show outside, right? Keep it to your own self. Oh, I love this. Equal to shine, equal to serve. Got to humble yourself either way. He who cannot be good follower cannot be a good leader. You have to learn to be able to both shine and stay in the background. And so that's what the sweat lodge is for. We ask people when you come to the sweat lodge, do you come to spirit here on burden or off burden? If you come off burden, then you're ready to get filled in order to learn how to serve better. If you come here on burden, then just be honest, you're here to come and heal yourself. And there's no shame in that. Off burden or on burden, where are you? Now, be aware of your station. You know, I learned, oh, look at svelte. I didn't even have a big fat tummy. Yeah, well, that's back like almost 40 years ago. Right, so psychology of extroversion. How do you find the discipline that enchants you so much that you re-enchant the world? That's called the psychology of extroversion. So yoga is not just about the psychology of introversion, where you go away from the world and disengage. It's also how you engage in the world. And this is one of the odd paradoxes. Seems like in the class you're criticized in every single pose, or that you know you can't hold it for as long as they want you, you didn't do it fully, or you backed off when they weren't looking at you. And so the whole way you can say there's a kind of discontent. But yet at the end of the class, you leave with santosha, or contentment. From discontent to where you weren't, to having given your best, leaving it all on the field, you feel great at the end of it. Isn't that weird? So don't worry about how well you do. Just do the best you're capable of. As I often say, nothing appeases your innermost hunger as much as the one that you put out with all the juice behind it. I hope you find that for yourself. And then ultimately, remember, we're all on a road into the infinity. We got to give the keys of what we've discovered to people, pass it by, pass it on, the transmission, and then let go with grace. You lasted for a long time, and then it's time to leave that to move to the next stage. And you move to the next stage, there's a different psychology than the stage you had before. And then to get from the new stage to the final stage around the bend requires a certain kind of gravitas, a certain kind of sobering of your life. But at the same time, if you learned anything, stay playful. Really important to bring that free spirit of yours, the gift of your love of life to everybody. That's what I have to say for today. I hope you have a great weekend. Love to hear from you. Tell anybody else you know to go to gabrielhalpern.com, and maybe they'll find something that would help them, which would please me immensely.